What's up, everybody? Welcome into DodgerHeads, presented by DodgerBlue.com, part of the Medium Large Sports Network. My name is Jeff Spiegel, joined today by Robert Vargas, a world-renowned artist, and you'll recognize some of the work, some really famous murals around Los Angeles, around the world. Also, a Los Angeles County High School for the Arts alumni. Robert, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I told you right before we hopped on, I am so excited because you've gotten to be a part of some really cool projects. And you are a huge Dodgers fan as well. But let me start just big picture. Can you believe this is your life? You get to travel around the world. You get to do the thing you love to do. You get to paint Dodgers players of all things. Like, this seems crazy.
Right. No, it's pretty amazing. It's super exciting to be able to see how people kind of develop relationships with the murals that I paint all over, and of course the work that I do here at home in LA is I feel really parental about the kind of messages I put out there, and it's exciting to be a part of this particular team right now. I mean, how exciting!
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And talk about your connection with the Dodgers, because I joked with you that I've talked to people who have done artwork type stuff maybe with the Dodgers who aren't Dodgers fan. That is not you in any way, shape, or form.
Wow. Yeah, no, you need to banish those people from
Agreed.
from the
Agreed. They
show.
haven't been back.
Yeah. Um, I grew up, born and raised here in LA, sixth generation Angelino in Boyle Heights. My front porch faced downtown LA. My back porch faced Dodger Stadium, and as a kid growing up, I remember, of course, our Friday night, uh, fireworks shows. I could hear them, see them, and to be able to marry those two, the childhood memories and future works in downtown LA, like the Shohei Ohtani mural, was pretty awesome for me.
Yeah, let's talk about that Otani mural that you got to do in Little Tokyo. I've got a picture I'm going to throw up for folks who are watching this on YouTube. 2024 opens with this. It's a 150-foot Otani mural in Little Tokyo in LA. And then we're going to get to, you got to do one in 2025 in his hometown in Japan. But talk to me about what this was like for you. I mean, it's beautiful. Like you said, it's in your hometown of Los Angeles. What was this like for you?
Well, this was a project that I brought to the Miyako Hotel. So this wasn't kind of a commission style, a typical commission where they have a call for an artist and I happen to win the bid or something. This is something that I felt really strongly about doing. Growing up nearby in Boyle Heights, that First Street corridor into Little Tokyo is pretty important and really significant. Those two cultures share a deep history where I feel like there's a lot more in common between the two cultures than not. And wanting to create this piece prior to him really playing his first game, but being a fan of what he was doing, how he was playing, and of course how he was doing things on and off the field was I thought the way the game should be played, and an example of how a player like that, a superstar, could be. So I wanted to really champion that. Also, show support to the AAPI community there, and really kind of start this conversation about oneness and unity. And always had the idea of bookending the season with another mural, the eventual Fernando Valenzuela mural on the other side of that First Street Bridge, but kicking things off with Otani. Um, and it's amazing when I started painting it, there was a bunch of fans, who were excited, and a lot of positive news reports. And then a couple of days in, he announces he's engaged, and then the next day he's married, and then the next day the interpreter situation happened, and then the same media came back and were like, "Do you think that taints this image? Do you think this image is maybe gonna not survive, and maybe we should stop and hold off on this image?" And I was like, "No, I'm gonna go full forward with this." I mean, what were the optics had I not
Yeah.
continued and reserved that? I had some reservations. So I just went full forward with the intention of support, which then really became the kind of ground zero and the rallying point for support. And then he goes on to be the 50-50 guy. He, of course, is cleared of any kind of wrongdoing, and he's a world champion.
Yeah. When you think about, I mean, I have so many questions about the process and all that, but I guess just the why behind murals. Like what do you clearly you mentioned, I like the word you used, rallying point. These murals can be a rallying point. Again, we're going to talk about the Fernando one you got to do, but I'm sure you've had people come up to you and say like, "Hey, why spend the hours and hours and weeks and months painting this on the side of the building?" Like how do you respond to those people about the value of something like this in these communities?
Well, for that mural in particular, because there's so much to it. Again, representation, intention of unity, uh, cultural unity, and also um, wanting to champion the community in which that mural lives in. I mean, I think a lot of times it's important to mirror the community and where we put these murals, and not just kind of put our own thing in these
Yeah.
communities. So I think that's why people felt a bit more uh, proud of this mural there, specifically in Little Tokyo. And then, of course, with the Dodger banner, the city at large was able to support it.
I love it. I love it. And you work alone on these. Is that right?
Yeah, completely freehand, no grids, no projections, just up there with the brush.
And how long? 150 feet. We're gonna get to your biggest one in a little bit, but like something like that, 150 feet, side of a hotel, by yourself. How long does that take you?
That particular mural took me 11 days,
That's insane.
and that's
And you're
also
just you're
including the
and you don't have
ALI.
a and there's nothing on like you're not there's not like a sketch on the wall that you're then
No,
filling in. You're just going for it.
just brush to paint to wall, and the will to survive.
Amazing. I love it. I love it. Well, let's get to the next piece because this year you open up with another Otani mural. But on the other side of the world, you got invited to Otani's hometown where you got to paint this mural. So talk about what it was like as a Los Angeles guy to get to fly across the world, which I know you've done stuff internationally, but to get to paint a Dodgers mural in another part of the world. How cool was that?
Yeah, that was a first for sure. I've been to Tokyo many times before, but to be able to to be invited and go to Oshu City, Iwate, uh, north of Tokyo, paint there. The day I get there, it's snowing, and just to see the community. One, the community support for the mural in Little Tokyo. They all knew about it, and it was really awesome to be able to connect with everybody and bring a little bit of that LA magic to this small town, which really felt like I mean, this was like the only thing happening there, but but they've gone through a lot of they've gone through earthquakes and recent fires as well. So they're a pretty resilient and prideful community, which is why I also use the title "The Pride of Oshu," which is the title of the mural.
It's awesome. Have you gotten any feedback from like Otani or the Dodgers or people around Otani on either of these pieces?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I threw the first pitch last year on my day in the city of LA because of the work that I'm doing, but also there's some other plans between me and the Dodgers to actually do something there at Dodger Stadium.
My thought was my head was going right there. I was like, when do we get one of these murals on the side of a wall at Dodger Stadium? It sounds like
Right?
maybe stay tuned.
Stay tuned. It's in the works. It's been in the works.
I love it. And is that public or is that sort of under wraps for now?
I mean, we're here on this live podcast. It's pretty, but it's it's in the works, and there's some like, exciting things that happen. I cannot wait to announce completely what the plans are.
I love it. Well, maybe we'll have to get a Dodger blue setup, maybe where
A
we
follow up
chart the
for sure.
process of making it something like that would be pretty cool.
For sure, it'll be historic.
I love it. I love it. Speaking of historic, you referenced this one. In between the two Otani murals is one that I gather probably had a special significance for you, and that was the Fernando Valenzuela three-part mural that you did as well. Talk to me about this one. Obviously, the timing of when his passing took place in the midst of the World Series and what he means to Los Angeles over the course of the last, 45 years. This had to be pretty special for you.
It was. I mean, again, that mural was in the works and was in motion for probably a good 7 months before I
Mhm.
painted it, and got to tell him uh, the day I threw my first pitch in September that that it was happening,
Love it.
and I was really looking forward to it. Um, Finally, get to the point where I plan to unveil it sometime around his birthday, and of course, thinking that we were going to go deep into the playoffs, and then on the day that I began painting this mural, uh, at the end of the day, uh, having dinner nearby, still had my harness on, and then he had passed away the day I began the mural, and that was pretty devastating, but didn't change the meaning of the mural for me because it always came from a place of love and gratitude. I mean, here's someone who really, really kind of showed us the way, gave a lot of Latinos, especially Mexican Americans in Los Angeles, the um, almost acceptance to be able to go out and support the Dodgers again because after so many had been displaced uh, there at Chavez Ravine
Yeah.
during the building of Dodger Stadium, which has been well documented. But Fernando came at just the right time where he was also about healing. He
Yeah.
was about unifying. He was about uh, such an inspiration and a generational talent. And what Otani is doing right now with the Japanese American community, Otani Fernando Valenzuela was doing back in the early '80s with the Mexican American community.
And I imagine you've heard stories from people about how meaningful this is. I mean, the timing of it going up right around the time when he passes away. I imagine this has become a really significant piece and place to a number of people.
I mean, yes, and the most important people, his family. I mean, his family was there almost every day. At first, just in the distance, but once we finally connected and they introduced themselves, it was really amazing to know that they were there. And shout out to the Valenzuela family. Much love to Linda, Maria, everybody there, Ricky, um, Fernando. They were there and supported it, and even um, after the funeral, delivered the flowers from the funeral to the mural site. I was
Wow.
still painting it, and and then about a month later, during Thanksgiving, we joined forces and teamed up to give away turkeys on behalf of Fernando Valenzuela's foundation and give away about 500 turkeys right there in front of the mural.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Amazing stuff. It's just a story, I think, of the power, obviously, that an individual can have in a city, but also the power of art and the power of those things to come together and to represent something that's bigger and something that's beautiful. And, in so many things that are controversial, I feel like something like beautiful art representing a person who meant so much to a city. It's a perfect combination of things that you can sort of unite around in times like this. At least I would
Yeah,
hope.
I mean, it really comes down to intention. These two murals were. I mean, I've said this before. We love the Dodgers, but in the end, it's the intention behind the mural and the people you know behind the jersey
Yeah.
that really transcends the sport, and of course with the sport that we all love and a team that we love, to see it all come together and them playing for us. It's I mean, how lucky are we, to
Yeah.
be able to put these guys on all the time.
Okay, last one I got to ask you about. there's a project that you've been working on, a 14-story apartment building at 5th and Hill. The stories I was reading about it, it was at least threatening the Guinness World Record for largest mural painted by a single artist.
It's it that is the that is the goal, and
Okay.
the mural has already been accepted by Guinness for the feat. So I just have to complete it now.
Okay.
That
So we've
entire
got to
mural. Sorry,
go
go ahead.
ahead. I was just gonna say we got a picture up for people on YouTube, but talk to me about the mural and where we're at in the process.
Yeah, so I'm going from brick to brick, so that's left to right. Um, that entire wall will be painted. We see Kobe there, but we also see um, a Tongva native who are like the first Angelinos based here in Los Angeles, and other there's another sports figure, Oscar De La Hoya, who's holding the Olympic torch in the background there, and really. Um, this mural is about it's a legacy mural representing the city of LA and using real people from the time. Um, I was looking towards the ancient civilizations and what these places did to erect monuments and pyramids to show that they once lived and existed. This mural, and the reason why I'm using contemporaries to tell this story, is to kind of show that we were once here, and there's going to be a lot of everyday people there. It's not going to be um, filled with just notable people that everybody knows. I mean, there's also a woman that I met who was homeless right there at that intersection, who's up there painted as an angel,
It's amazing.
and a couple of other people there as well. And there'll be about maybe 30 more people in this mural.
It's amazing. So it's 60,000 square feet in size. So it's
60,000
essentially
plus square feet. Yep.
plus, yeah, it's essentially if you imagine a football field and you're up there with a paintbrush painting every square inch of a football field, which is amazing. When are you hoping to have this one finished?
By the end of this year,
Okay.
finally. Yeah,
Okay.
it weighs on me. Every mural I do, I come back to this, and this mural is always on my mind. And I just know that we're gonna have a big celebration citywide when this mural goes live. Also, just like the Otani mural, this mural is going to have an augmented reality component to it, which will also be, I think, the largest augmented reality mural in the world, because as you with the Otani mural, where you scan a QR code and then put your camera phone and you see the Otani swing and animate. With this mural, you won't need to scan a QR code. You'll just point your phone to the wall, and the mural itself will be the scan, and it'll just animate as you kind of uh, pan around the building.
Wow, that's amazing. I don't even know how that works, but that sounds cool.
Did you know that that happened with the Otani mural?
I hadn't heard that.
Oh, yo, you're missing the one of the biggest parts of the mural. The If you go to the Otani mural, and everybody listening out there, at the base of the Miyako Hotel, right there, scan the QR code. That's pretty large. It's about 5 feet tall. Scan that QR code, then stand across the street, point your phone to it, and you'll hear Vince Scully's voice say, "It's time for Dodger baseball." You hear the
Amazing.
crack of the bat and the roar of the crowd. And Otani, if you notice that mural, it looks like he's batting right-handed, right?
Yeah,
But he's actually
it's
it
amazing.
starts in the AR component. So when you point the phone to the wall, he's swinging from the left, and then he's resting in that static image right there.
Amazing.
And then
Amazing.
he looks up, the ball goes out, and then he's winding up for the pitch, but in the AR, he follows through on that pitch, and you see the ball fly off the wall.
Amazing. Amazing. Well, I'm gonna have to check that out. We get to a
Yeah,
whole new life to these things. Robert, thank you so much for your time. Where can people find you on social media, online, follow some of the work that you're doing?
you could follow me on Instagram, the Robert Vargas,
Okay.
and I post everywhere I'm at. There's a few big murals coming up, in addition to the very big mural. Like I said, with this Dodger mural that I will announce, and follow the journey.
I love it. I love it. That's Robert Vargas again, world-renowned artist. He's got the Otani murals. He's got the Fernando mural. He's got the Kobe, big, massive football field size mural as well. So a lot of great stuff. Robert, thanks for all you do. Thanks for making the city of Los Angeles and the world a little bit of a more beautiful place.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And of course, go Dodgers.
Absolutely. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, this is Dodger Heads presented by DodgerBlue.com. Enjoy the rest of your day and go Dodgers.